Hey, friends, if you are watching this, then you are seeing this just as I'm doing some testing. I'm trying to see about what it's like with some multi-stream testing and how my video is going to show up when I'm sharing some screen stuff. So looks like I might actually be streaming. What I'm trying to do is go to Facebook and YouTube, and I've done YouTube quite a few times. So that looks pretty good. Persistent screen key. Okay. I am going to end up doing some different streams over the course of time. In January, I'm thinking of doing a lot more streams. Doing things kind of like these workflow videos. So what you're looking at right now is a photo shoot that I just did last week. I happened to mention it in my one of my videos. I don't remember what day it was, but it was towards the end. And I was talking about how I was going to it was a history video. I was going to my buddy's house, or not his house, but to one of his real estate properties. And so I think I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. But I just wanted to see what it would look like. These are some of the photos that I took, and kind of go through the processing, the workflow, and see how that goes. Got some crazy bad angles there. Kind of talk about this and what goes into editing some of these things. And honestly, I just kind of want to see how well this streams to Facebook and Instagram. I'm sorry, not Instagram. Right now, just Facebook and YouTube. Instagram's another beast, and then LinkedIn supposedly I'm supposed to be able to go to, but it's not the easiest to do a whole bunch of things. So I just want to kind of try these out. It looks like things are going okay. Let me just see what happens when I do go into the develop module, and I'm just gonna see how well this goes. Like I said, I know how this is going to react in YouTube, but I'm not sure exactly how this reacts in Facebook, and like how much compression there is. And I'm just streaming in 720. I'm not doing anything in 1080, which I usually try to do. But let's see. So I'm really kind of cranking this up. I'm going to actually crank this down a little bit and enhance those shadows. Let's see. So this image actually has quite a bit of grain in it. So I want to see if that comes out. If I go into 100. Okay. So in my image here, there's quite a bit of grain right here, right where that hand is. I can see it in the closet there. I can get rid of that. It happens automatically. That's actually going to help quite a bit. And honestly, these photos are not even going to be viewed at this high of a degree. But like I said, just trying to check out to see what how Facebook is going to kind of compress this. Is that going to make that noise even worse? So let's see. So let me actually play around with this. I'm going to reduce the texture a little bit, see if that helps. If I went to denoise, I know that will probably remove that entirely. But before I do that, let me just do it manually, the old-fashioned way. I'm going to zoom this into 200% to really kind of, you can see it right here and right here. So, and there it is with no luminance noise reduction. And then if I crank this way up, actually that reduces all the noise. It gets rid of a lot of the detail there, but you can see now this is nice and smooth. And honestly, that's good. That's good. I don't really need to go any more than that. And I mean, this is super cranked up. That's at 100. I never do at 100, but these are just quick photos just to try to rent these units out. And I mean, that would be actually pretty good. Let me take off my yellow or my blue light glasses, which makes everything yellow. So I'm going to end up having to do a little bit of color adjustment here. This is as it was shot, the white balance. If I want to kind of enhance the yellow, which I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to probably keep it maybe just a little bit more yellow. And again, this is one of those things. Well, What if I did the white balance like this? Whoa. So yeah. So this here is making that white actually white, or listing it as a neutral. Let's go back to as shot. We'll just kind of leave it like that for now. I'm going to play around with this stuff, but that should give me enough to work with to see how Facebook and actually YouTube is going to present it. Now, one other thing that I want to see is if I maximize my head like that, I look pretty big. I look huge. Does it do the same thing on the live stream, or am I just stuck over there on the left-hand side, which I'm not a big fan of? I don't like how this streaming software right now I'm using Riverside. I'm not using StreamYard. Oh, hey, what's up, D Will from Untapped? I am just doing a testing for testing some stuff for Facebook and YouTube. I'm trying to do a stream multi-stream, and so I'm trying Facebook, YouTube, and then eventually I'm going to do LinkedIn and Instagram, but I'm trying to just go one at a time. And yeah, so I'm right now I'm just playing around with some of the photos that I took the other day from a photo shoot from my buddy, and I'm trying to also see, because I'm using Riverside, so I'm trying to see if there's any way to get a different view as opposed to how the normal live stream, probably how you're seeing it right now. You see my little face like way over up in the top corner. And I'd prefer to have a different style, which I don't think Riverside gives me. And this is one of those things where I didn't get Riverside for live streaming, but I really wish that they would enhance this feature. I know that like with StreamYard, you can change how your stuff is set up, and you can even change like you can change the setup for, what is I'm trying to say? Like the stage. I think so like you could share your screen, and then I could, when I want to actually activate that, then I could activate that, and like, so I could be sharing. It's different. So it's, anyway, you can change the layouts and stuff, which you can't do in Riverside, and that's a big bummer. You also can't use any other what's it called? Chrome, Firefox browser. You can't use any other browser other than Chrome, which is also a big bummer. I actually had somebody that was interviewing for the Dave Grenier podcast, and he didn't want to use Chrome, which I don't blame him. And so that was a big issue that I had with Riverside. Riverside by itself is actually a really good program. But I'm actually going to try probably to do another one of these just momentarily. I'm going to play around with OBS, because if it's just a one person thing, then I think that OBS is going to be cool, be good enough. Actually, let me try changing my screen. I just want to see, since you're there, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, so this is just me and my big old face. Let's see. So that's going to change here in a second, I think, over on the live stream. Is that your torture closet? I can't say one way or the other. I knew what you meant, Man Wombat. So once the live stream catches up here, okay, yeah, that's my big ass, my big face. Okay, now I'm just going to share one other screen. I think it's going to show up exactly the same way. And, but you guys can look at my thumbnail that I made for testing, because I'm going to start doing these more often as I try to get things done properly, and kind of like kick this into high gear with a little bit more content. Whoa! Actually, I'm getting there's another person jumped on. So I don't know who you are, but hey, thanks for joining. This is just testing, guys. But I appreciate you guys being here. All right, come on, live stream. It's always taking a hot sec. Okay, there it is. So yeah, there's my awesome live stream, testing live stream thumbnail. All right, I am gonna jump out of here, and you guys will see me in another sec, but I want to try out OBS. So hey, I might see you in a couple minutes. And as we always say here at the Dave Grenier channel, be good to each other.